Good evening, everybody. I don't have anybody here yet, but I guess people will be arriving shortly. Well, I have some lurkers. Tonight's topic is a very real world topic. As a result, there's going to be different moderation standards in the chat. Um, if you're here to fuck around, you're going to find out I'm not going to put up with it tonight. So if you're here to whine or cry or engage in faction shit, I don't want to put up with it. That's not what tonight is about. And I got Tober's here with me. He's in agreement with that. So, um, most of you know that I am renting a room from a married couple. And, I've been looking for a situation, where I could bring my son with me as well. As a result, when I was at work yesterday, I was contacted by somebody that, had a room here in Arlington where I live and have lived for over 5 years, that would be suitable. And I had seen pictures of the room and so on. And so I went straightway from work to tour this room to be greeted by an older man, older than me anyway. I would say he was probably about 15 years my senior, if I were just hazarding a guess. And they had said at the time that, that there was another female, they showed me around, and over the course of my very brief interaction with this man, I was told how pretty I am, how you're just real pretty, and how beautiful your eyes are, and I love your hair, and your skin is gorgeous, and do you have a boyfriend? So here I am. I came directly from work, dressed for work, I might add. And my normal office attire, it's usually pretty much like this. I was wearing a dress and a cardigan yesterday too. Um, and I went there looking for a suitable living arrangement, a roommate, and to make a business, to do business, for fuck's sake, And that's what I got. Now, the title of the live stream is Facing Harassment in a Frightening New World. Didn't really want to put sexual harassment down because people might assume that I was being sexually harassed at work. Nothing further could be the case. But nonetheless, that's what it was. I have found myself in situations where people are looking to take advantage of a woman like me. They find out about your story, that you're widowed, that you're now alone in the world when you weren't before. And they see you ripe for the pickings. And I don't just mean this incident, and I don't just mean some man slobbering all over me. Uh, there are all sorts of people out there that will try to scam you if they know that you are all alone, especially if they know you're unprotected. So that is pretty much it. Needless to say, I got out of the situation as quickly as I could. I'll be paying up for another 2 weeks on Saturday. I'm safe here. The couple that I'm staying with are very kind, and they really want to go the extra mile to see that I'm comfortable here and I'm safe here. The husband, he's safe. I don't get a hint of creep or malice from him. He's devoted to his wife and their son. So this is a safe place for women to come, and that's not always a given. So if anybody would like to come on panel and discuss this with me, commiserate, sympathize, or whatever, you certainly can. Even now, people will tell you I'm not known for being a flirtatious sort. Mostly because I don't want people getting the wrong idea. You know, all I could think of thought about how very much I missed my husband yesterday and today too. That's all I could think of. I have a feeling Mike will always be a headspace that I go to whenever I want to feel safer. As it happens, I looked that man dead in the eye and I said, my husband passed away 5 months ago today. I haven't been out on a date with anybody. Hello, Hassel. How are you? Hey, Silver Diamond. Glad you could come by. And Richard, you know, it's bad enough that you can go on places like Craigslist and see these ads, bold as brass, for men looking for a friends with benefits arrangement or trade for rent. I mean, some of them are just absolutely bold and shameless. But that's not what this was. That's, I don't know. Like I said, they find out you're a woman alone in the world and you don't have your husband anymore. If you're newly widowed, people will try to take advantage one way or another. That's what I'm finding. It's making me very defensive too, very suspicious of people. They'll try to take your money. If you're stupid, they will. And they'll even try to scam you um, over the internet, especially over the internet. And then, of course, you show up at their place and there's an old man with sweaty palms awaiting you to slobber all over you. And I guess I really just don't think of myself like that. I never really have. Just hostile.
It's me.
All right, I'll take down the horn blocker. It would be just like somebody to come up pretending to be you. And
It's me. I'm so sorry, girlfriend, to hear this. And I haven't got to hear all the details because I'm a dork and don't know how to control my buttons and stuff. But I am so sorry that that happened.
it's, uh,
Yeah. And you're not responsible in any way whatsoever. You didn't.
oh, oh, I know I'm not.
Okay. I don't want you to feel in any way that you encourage or were responsible for it. A woman your age knows how to tell a man when they want him. And if those words didn't come out of your mouth, he should have kept his goddamn hands off of you.
Yeah.
Hmm. And it just sickens me that they use that position to take advantage of you and stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a
and
scary thing.
it is.
I, and it's just like, okay, I guess I'm paying up for another 2 weeks here because I'm safe here, unmolested. See, here I have a keyed lock to my door that's on the inside, and then I have a private entrance with an electronic lock.
Hmm.
So where I am now, I'm safe.
Glad that you are. I'll pray for you that you continue to be safe and secure. And
I mean, and he was talking about the other woman that lives there, how she never comes out of her room, and I'm thinking, I wonder why, motherfucker.
mhm,
I'm surprised she must not have had any other place to go.
exactly. That's what I
Poor
was.
lady.
Mhm. And this can happen anywhere, even the church greeter at the door of your church as you enter and
Oh
as you
yeah.
exit. And they will watch you. And if you are one that has to exit quickly because you have to get back because you signed up for overtime or something, they know you're going to be one of the first ones out that exit door and they're going to wait for you.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying that was my experience where it starts off with Ken, shaking hands because he's your greeter. And then, can I get a hug? And then before you know it, the hugs aren't being released and he's pressing his face against yours. And it's just,
Ugh.
And I know I'm not the only one that it's happened to, right? And he's still
Yeah,
the greeter, and you no longer go to that church anymore because that's not what you are. That's not the spiritual path that you're looking for. Yeah. So, and I don't mean to. I can tell myself getting riled up about that because
that
that's
just
not the only,
bull.
that
Yeah,
is not the only situation. That's just the easiest one to share with people. There's uglier ones I could share with you, but I don't want to. So.
and I don't blame you. I don't
Yeah,
blame you.
it's just it's a shame because yeah, you know, yeah. Anyway, that's why I'm so sorry that happened to you, especially now when you're finding out who you're rebuilding Liz, as you said yourself. You're rebuilding yourself
Yeah,
as a
it's
strong woman.
you know, and it just kind of made me kind of take a step back and realize there's a reason why I'm still here. Maybe there's a reason why Ethan's not with me yet.
God
And I'm
has many purposes for you, girlfriend. Many.
I just I don't know. I just
He, he's got many purposes for you, and maybe this light right here is going to get somebody out there to maybe speak out against somebody that didn't do to them just once, but doing it frequently, and they don't know how to get help.
and
So
I'm just yeah, and I'm just thinking to myself, is this what you do? Is this how you this how you
it is.
screen the women? I mean, oh my god. And he's only answering ads
Mm-hmm.
for women.
Yep.
I mean, he practically asked me out on a fucking date, hustle. I mean, started talking about going out for a drink, dance. I'm like, number one, I don't drink. Number two, I got two left feet. Kept me out of musical theater forever. Thanks. Hustle is having mic trouble. But this is the entire situation. It just utterly rattled me. And see, and that's how I have come away from feeling. That's how I've come out of this situation feeling very vulnerable, very vulnerable, because I was telling somebody, a friend of mine, I told them, I said, there is nobody there. There's hardly a person in the world that would put their hands on you if you didn't want them to. And of course, this person is a man. I said, hardly anybody in the world. I said, no one would stop. I said, there is nothing that I could do outside of deadly force to stop a man bent on touching me. But that is how I have come away from the situation feeling. I feel very vulnerable. Made me think about my husband a lot. And I'm afraid, I think he is probably somewhere my headspace will go to whenever I want to feel safe forever. Poor Hostel says, oh shit, I think my mic broke. Oh no. Well, that sucks. Well, he when I was there and he showed me the rooms, and he didn't do anything at first. I mean, it just the way it happened was he showed me the rooms and then he asked me if I would like to sit down. He gestured to a chair and he had a seat on the sofa. So that that in and of itself did not, he didn't ask me if I wanted a drink. He asked me if I'd like to have a seat and if I had any questions for him. And he sat on the sofa and gestured to a chair. So it's not like he gestured to the sofa. So I sat down. So when I got up to leave, which wasn't very long after that, uh, he tried to help me up from the chair like I needed it. Of course, after regaling me with how attractive he found me. That was, it was odd. Not used to that. I mean, honestly, I think of myself as a woman who I'm just an ordinary woman. I clean up pretty good, but not much more than that. I'm just he could probably tell I was embarrassed because I could feel myself turning red. Just my natural shyness. And he was weird. I was just like I was just like, just because I lost my husband does not mean I'm looking for another. I lost Hossel. Damn it. I guess everybody is over at Blame Katie's. At 22 people. Let's see. What is that? I wonder how that happened. That was weird. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, and I wonder why that lady stays in her room all the time. That poor lady. I felt bad for her. By the time I left, I felt really bad. Just, I felt terrible for her. Maybe she doesn't have any other options. Oh, Tobers, where is you, Tobers? Maybe y'all would like to see the kitty, because I don't think this isn't taking very long tonight. I was kind of hoping it might generate a little more conversation. For all the people and their bitching and whining and complaining about topics, you always want to talk about Rebel. Hey, quick quiver, where the fuck are you? You're always crying about topics, always crying about me talking about Rebel, but you never show up when I'm not talking about it. I'm checking the basement. But yeah, which just tells me one thing. All of you people that come over here and cry about the topic being Rebel, you just want to cry just so you have something to complain about. I think you just want to complain. I'm talking about a little story that happened to me. I went to go look at a new room yesterday, and well, it was pretty gross. Not the room, the owner of the house. Let's just say he was very effusive in his praise of my physical person, to the point that it made me very uncomfortable. And then he asked me if I had a boyfriend. He talked about going drinking and dancing, and I'm thinking to myself, uh yeah, and I came there to do business, and that's what happened. Just utterly gross. So I'm staying where I am for now. I'm safe here. But yeah, I kind of I did kind of make it awkward though. When I said, my husband passed away 5 months ago today. I haven't been out on a date with anybody. And that was actually true yesterday. Yesterday was 18th of June. Hey, Golden. But just people can be gross. Gross. But I felt very bad for the woman staying there. Felt really bad for her. Golden, I went to go look at a room, and owner of the house turned out to be an older man who is looking for a new girlfriend or wife. I don't know what the fuck. But in any case, I got out of there as quickly as I could. just gross. But yeah, I'm a bit rattled by the experience because it could have gone a lot worse. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Golden. It was mm, Towers. Towers. Kitty kitty. Kitty Towers. Trying to get him from out from under the bed. Kitty kitty kitty. Come on, baby boy. Come on. That's just a cat. Yeah, for fuck's sake is right. Well, it looks like other people are live still at the moment. I probably should know better to go live when Katie's live because she always gets a full house. Yep, absolutely. Weirdos everywhere you turn, and this man was very weird. Well, I think the drama gets boring. Personally, I've been bored with Connie since last summer. He just pisses me off. Little fuck. But yeah, sure is. Drama always sells. Drama is like sex. You're always going to get more people talking about drama and sex than you are about real world stuff, especially here, because people live for the drama here. My face is still blown up from these steroids, folks. Anyway, but yeah, you, yeah, that was part of the problem, Hassel. Yeah, that must have been part of the problem. But he just, well, this was a little real life drama for me, not for you guys, of course. But, I figured that a lot of the women here would have their thought on something like this. Here's Hassel. You with me now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Right on. Okay, cool. Yeah, that probably was the problem, but I have a feeling he would have done it to any female.
Oh yeah, I tripped out Mrs. Dramadome a long time ago because she saw a picture of me and she said that I was a dead ringer for her sister.
Hmm, interesting.
But yeah, thank you, Ace.
Yep. So you feeling better than this evening and kind of getting just a handle on your emotions over the whole situation and
Yeah, just getting a handle on that because it just
taking your power back. And I don't know if I missed it or not, but what did you consider any legal action or any type of a Better Business Bureau letter?
no, because I mean, this is just some guy that owns a house putting an
Okay.
advertisement out. I mean,
Okay.
it's not like you can really do that. It's just
Mhm.
bleh.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I think that you might be able to call your non-emergency police department number and just inquire. Why couldn't you just inquire?
Uh, well, I have a friend that's out in the fields right now, and when he gets out, I'm going to give him a call and see what he thinks.
All right. I think that would be some good advice.
Because, just the whole, yeah, I,
It's is his name Guido?
uh,
Guido, and he helps repair your knees, sort of, kind of. If you have bad knees, he just makes sure you can get to the doctor even faster.
well, I just wanted to tell him. I was like, fuck with me, and you'll have a roughneck on your doorstep in a trice.
Hmm.
You know?
Yep. Yippers. Well, there's El Sancho. He'll give you some advice. Sancho, hit that link. You don't even know what the topic's about.
Well, he wanted to make sure that I was safe when
Uh-huh.
I made the. Uh, he already gave me advice. Sancho's good for
Oh,
advice. When he saw I was going live and when he saw the topic, he sent me a message and he wanted to make sure I'm safe, and I am. So
that's good. That's very good. Was that the big home that the two of you were going to get to go live together in?
no, that one fell through too.
Okay.
That
All
one
right.
fell through too, but this one was another option, and I was just like, so I am just going to kind of take a breather from looking for a moment. I think.
Relax and feel comfortable, and the next opportunity you have will be with somebody, I hope. What was it you said? The what's out in the field again? Field. What was it?
I know I'm just like fuck around and find out.
Yeah, have an escort. Uh-huh. So, but yeah,
I might even have to call my brother for. I didn't know I never not sound the way I normally do, El Sancho. I could say El Sancho. Hey, El Sancho. Now we can. I can sound a little more southern, but no.
it's not easy to pull that southern accent off. I tried it earlier today on Purple Phoenix's panel, and I sucked at it. So work is going well for you this week.
Well, we've got new people arriving. I started training somebody today, and they're going to train with somebody else tomorrow. which is good because I don't think I could do training somebody on what I do long. My caseload is just too big.
Well, they either get it or they don't, and you probably know on day 2 whether they're getting it, right?
Hmm.
Uh-huh. And do you get to, like, tell the boss that, this one
Oh, that's funny. Just over a year ago, I was given somebody to train, and at the end of the first day, I knew. I just looked at my boss and I said, "I don't think so." I said, I cannot teach somebody pre-cert and computer literacy. I can't. I said, especially if I'm having to teach them my job. I said, this isn't an entry level job. She's never done this job before.
Mhm.
I mean, because honest to God, my job is the type of job that you need to be experienced enough at that all you need to do is to come in and learn the electronic record system. That's all you should have to learn. That's all I had to learn. Oh, I had to learn a few things about the specialty, but I already had a lot of broad based medical knowledge.
Yep.
So just the whole idea of, yeah, I had that one person, but no, this one will be fine. She was madder than a wet hen. You know what would be funny? Hearing El Sancho say that in his accent.
Oh gosh, yeah. Yep. And I would like to see some receipts, El Sancho.
She's tapped
Mm.
into her southern crazy side. Man, you don't know, El Sancho. I have. I'm southern and I'm crazy. Fuck around and find out, motherfuckers. I just don't. I was laughing though, because I was just like, well, where is everybody? I guess they're over at Katie's. I said, people talk this good game about not wanting me to do streams on Rebel. I'm like, hey, quick quiver, where the hell are you?
And did he show up?
No,
Oh, they should have tagged him. Did Karen ever respond to your tag from last Sunday or
no, no. I think I am small potatoes target compared to AC.
probably?
AC and Katie are the prizes.
Yep. That's the kind.
I wanted to reason with her, and that's probably not something that appeals.
Hmm. I would agree. Or you would have spent 3 or 4 hours doing it and had, not made any progress. So,
Well, I think if she had been genuinely interested in being in some reason where Rebel's concerned, she would have responded.
mhm. Yep.
But that's fine. I don't care because
Yep.
I said what I had to say.
Yeah, and I
You
think
can't make a
she's
silk
covered
purse
enough.
out of a sow's ear. Yep,
Mhm.
that's an old phrase.
Oh lordy. What about eat my grits?
Kiss my grits.
Oh, sorry. Kiss
It's
my
kiss my
grits.
grits. Cat, where are you? I was trying to get Tobers so everybody can see the kitty.
Biscuits and gravy sounds great, El Sancho, even for dinner.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Come on, Tobers. Come on, Tober. Oh,
Sounded like
gussied up.
Sound like you was clapping there for a minute, Liz, and Rebel gave us a big ol' applause earlier. He just went on for like a minute clapping his hands at all of us for following him all these years. And then went on to talk about Andrew.
Rebel. I saw Blue's video about Rebel and his all those that told me to get a job, y'all are out. No,
Yeah.
just like it's just like nobody cares.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cares.
Yep.
I feel like Fox. No one cares.
Yeah. No doubt. Yep. Uh-huh. Why don't you drop your link again? I see the spit cup has arrived.
Oh, Jamie doesn't need a link.
Restarting my phone, Richard, because of my mic or what?
Jamie doesn't need a link if he wants to come up, but I will
Oh,
put another
really?
link in the chat again. Oh, there he is.
Oh, sorry. I must have been back in the chat somehow. I can just.
Oh,
Whoa.
poor
Tell
Tobers.
us all about it, Tobers. What's
He
he
says,
mad about?
"Meow." You think I heard him?
Yeah, he did. He had something to say.
He says,
Yeah, that's
"Meow."
beautiful.
Pretty boy, basket cat.
He's gorgeous. He's just chilling, isn't he?
Hmm.
Has he got to meet that big old dog yet?
No, I
Mm-mm.
bet he would run away.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Meow, meow." Tobers.
I know he hasn't been around, Ace. I think that Rebel, for some reason today, he was being the Rebel from 2 years ago, where he was going live and just talking about every live stream and talking shit about the people that made him mad in that. It was Rebel from 2 years ago, and he
Oh,
brought up Andrew again there at the end. I was like, huh.
he says, he
He
says,
threw in a
"Oh."
little bit of the grifter Rebel today on I need a roof over my mother's head. We'll be homeless.
He needs a roof over his mother's head. Well, they gave
Yeah,
you a list, Connie.
they sure did.
In the ghetto. Shh, Cartman.
Oh,
He says, well, like, yeah, he's got the same threads to get glad in, Hustle.
mm-hmm. Yep. Have you got to belt out a song in the last couple days?
Nah.
No. Haven't been anywhere to sing and with the freedom of your full vocals.
No. Um, my granddaughter, she really wants to learn right now. She loves it.
Butter
He
my
wants
backside.
Sancho keeps putting this in chat because he wants me to say it. Well, butter my backside and call me a biscuit.
Well, you do say better than me from the Midwest. For
Yeah,
sure better than El Sancho. I mean, God, would we love to hear that?
I would love to hear it. I would love to poke fun at it.
Give it your best accent, El Sancho accent, and try it, Liz.
Yeah.
Try it. Try it.
Oh no, I can't do it like El Sancho. No, oh God, it sounds like some guy from Boston. No.
Yeah, the only thing I know how to say is, you want to play some cards? That's all I know. Come on, Sancho, just come up and just let's hear you say all this Southern stuff in
Hey,
your
Chris.
East Coast accent. Oh, is that really Sugar Crits? Is it
Yeah,
really?
that's
I
her.
don't know.
She's
I
giving me
heard it
purple
was
hearts.
Rada. Let's see who else. Who else is sugar crits? Oh, me. Me. I'm sugar crits sometimes. Depends on who's telling the bullshit story at the time and why. Yeah, I heard you as Rada sugar crits.
Sugar Crits has been so many people
Hmm.
since she's been part of the community.
Well, let's be honest. That would be a great in for Rada with the ladies, right? He, he wasn't real successful as a man. Maybe he'll have better luck as a lesbian. I don't know. Is it working for you, Rada?
Let's see. But yeah, that video of him talking about how everybody that told him to get a job is out. We're not going to be cool.
What? Who? What video?
It's on Blue's channel. It was,
Oh,
yeah,
oh, I got it. Rebels, where when he gets a job, well, we don't have to worry about that.
yeah,
That'll never happen.
yeah. That ain't ever going to happen.
Nope.
He's too much of a bitch.
Mhm. Yeah. And has anybody got to see if he is truly at the old address? Because I don't watch him, but what I've seen, we're not really seeing him much. Where we know that he has not gotten a new home, right? You guys can't prove to me that he isn't already in that new home.
No, Crits has eyes on the ground there.
All right, Crits, you do. Yeah, that's right. When they said you was Rada, I thought, well, Rada could be over at Connie's house every day when he goes to Shaw's.
This cracked me up. Fighting words.
Yep, fighting words. Well, hell,
Fighting.
on Freakin's Friday night, he reviewed Karen's interview, and just as a joke, said count how many times they say get a job or job, and Jordan, his brother-in-law, counted 43 times in that interview a job or get a job was mentioned to Rebel.
Wow.
And that was even by them, that was by Nicolina and Karen, the fabulous host.
Yeah,
Mm,
he 43 times. What bothers him the most is the universal reaction to him.
mm-hmm. Yep.
But Crits, were you here for the first part of my stream? Had had somebody creep on me.
Mm.
Oh, that's Rebel's favorite J word.
What? Oh, job or
Well, look, if it isn't El Sancho.
Well, rooster one day is a feather duster the next day. Howdy.
I didn't understand a word unless the last one was hotter. Was the last word hotter, El Sancho?
Quit being ugly, girl. Too big for your britches. Well, hell, don't stop the show for me now. Quit being ugly.
God, that's so awkward, Sancho.
I'll tell you what, I reckon that this conversation right now is well I swanee.
Is what?
Heavens to Betsy Hossel, will you shush your mouth? Sitting there all gussied up.
Gussied up. Now that's a phrase I haven't heard since childhood.
I have nothing to come back at you with, Sancho. I'm just stumped.
Hotter than blazes today.
But I do like this southern Sancho.
No bigger than a minnow in a fishing pond. More than Carter got little peels on a hill of beans. Howdy, everybody.
That day job.
You gonna stand on your hill of beans there, Southern Belle, or you gonna hang out a month of Sundays?
You know who he reminds me. You know who he's channeling.
Who?
He is channeling Martin Lawrence's Big Mama.
If the creeks don't rise over yonder, fixing to tell you right now, you could. You tore up or a little bit of hankering, but it's all worn slap out. Have a good night, everybody.
But it's Poon's voice. It's Poon's voice that I'm hearing, and that's what's throwing me off. Come back up and impersonate Poon some more. Come on.
Freaking drive-by panel trolls.
Yep. I do like Southern Sancho.
Farmer Sancho. Okay. That can be a new segment.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, Miss Liz, I'm going to step down. Girl, chin up. I'm glad that you had this tonight, and that other women know, that it can happen to anybody, anywhere, any moment.
Yeah.
It's
Just be aware.
And most women are prone to not say anything about it at all. So I admire your courage and strength this evening, and respect you, girlfriend. All right. All right.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Later. Well, I didn't foresee this taking very long, especially since it's not a drama topic. It was my personal drama for a few minutes yesterday and all the feelings that came afterwards, but other than that, yeah, not a drama topic. So, I wanted to thank all of you for coming by my live stream this evening. Um, thank Hazel and Sancho for coming up. Hey, freaking. Um, but mostly, this is just for the ladies. Be aware, be vigilant. You never know what you're going to walk into. I think it'll be at least a couple of weeks before maybe I start to look again, because I'm pretty shaken up by it. But be aware and be vigilant. Don't be afraid to say something. You're not alone. And most of all, stay safe.